Welcome to the podcast. This is Mr. Ish. We're here at Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club, Coudert Clubhouse. A nice day, nice wintry day out here. Feeling nice. We got the older crew, and we have a lot of people. So we're going to try to jump into the podcast as soon as possible. Let's just go around the board, introduce ourselves, and let's see what's going on. Your name and your age, buddy.
My name is Devin /D-Dog /Cinnamon Pop-Tart /Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
All right, tell me when you finish.
I'm done.
Okay, next.
Hi, my name is Fiora, and I'm 10.
Do you have a / AKA?
No.
Thank you. What about you, buddy? Who's next?
My name's Adrian.
Adrian! I always do that when you... How old are you, Adrian?
11.
Okay. Adrian just saw Rocky, so I made him watch the movie. So I'm happy now. All right, guys. So what's on your mind? What do you guys want to talk about today?
We are going to talk about current events.
Current events. Beautiful. You know what that means, right? Something that's happening now.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to be... I just want to make sure that everybody knows. So what about current events? What's something that's happening now that's affecting you, the family, things around you?
School very much.
School's affecting everybody. I just got a text from my principal, and he tells me I got to go back to school on Monday. I'm not too happy about it. And I feel like you guys, because I like working at home. But he's telling me I have to go into the building. So we'll figure that out. So what about school for you guys? What's the hardship? What's so hard for you guys?
School for me, well, what has been happening is that since they want us kids to get tested at the school, my mom wants me to get tested at the doctors. Okay. My mom just got a call yesterday, and the school asked why my brother didn't go to school and why all the other kids didn't go to school. And my mom said that she's going to have us take the testing at the doctors, and the school said no, which is very, very hard because she already knows that my brother is having a hard time with online school, and the most of us, we're having a lot of trouble.
So the main stress that I see right now from you, which I'm also dealing with as a parent, is that in order to open the schools again, parents had to sign something guaranteeing that their child could take the test at school. So in order for you to go back to school, they had to okay for you to get tested in school. Parents are like, okay, whatever, they're going to school. But now it's time to get tested. And you guys have to get tested. That's why you signed up for. If you do not get tested, you automatically go into remote learning. They don't have time to be playing around, calling 500 parents to tell them, hey, your daughter doesn't want to get tested. This kid don't want to get tested. This kid don't want to get tested. So you know what? Stay at home. If you don't want to get tested, stay at home. I'm going through with it because my daughter has to get tested. And she's going to school 5 days a week. So she may not get tested on Monday. She's going to get tested on Thursday. And they're doing testing constantly. And that's just to make sure that, the kids are not sick, the teachers don't get sick, and that they could keep the schools open. If they go by the number that was out in New York State, which was 3%, we at 5 point something now. So the schools should absolutely be closed. But they're trying to keep you guys in school so you get some regular routine. So it's kind of hard. As a parent, I understand. As a person that works in the DOE, I also understand their problem. And, and I understand my daughter, she's not going to want to have something stuck in her nose. But that's part of the deal. We did it at home. We played, with the Q-tip, and we did it a couple of times so she could get used to it, of what they're going to do in school. So maybe that's something that your parents should do also.
But my mom doesn't want me to get tested at the school because she is not there. She wants herself to be there with her kids getting tested because she does not trust other people putting things up their children's nose.
I got you.
Yeah.
But your mother's not going to be able to be there.
I know.
If so, and then you know what's going to happen to you and your brother. You're going to remote learning. We as administrator, as a person that works in the school, there's no way that we could have everyone's I'm scared of a needle, I'm scared of a Q-tip in my nose. They open it up right in front of you. They open a little seal like the doctor does. They take a Q-tip. They go like this. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They put it in the jar. You go back to class. It's not that serious. I understand parents, I don't want nothing happening to my kid. I understand that. Keep them home. Keep them home. That's the only thing that if a parent doesn't want anything to happen to their child, keep them home and then do all the school from home. That's your option. That's your option.
But I want to know why when there I think I don't know if this is true, but I heard that they did it to a kid that the mom said no.
No, once the mom okayed for the child to go back to school, there had to be either a verbal or there had to be a written consent that because you're allowing your kid to go back to school, that gives us the right to test them.
I feel like that's like a forced thing.
It is. It's absolutely
like,
forced.
I don't know why they had to force, like, you want to go back to school, you're going to have to get tested. Like,
it's absolutely forced. And the parent had a choice. The parent has a choice of saying, no, I don't want my kid tested, so he's staying home. Or the parent's going to say, you know what? I'm going to take a chance and have my kid go to school, but the chance is that your child might get tested. He might be one of the 20 that they picked that day. So your parent had a choice. This is not something that your parent didn't have a choice. They had a choice. I made over 300 phone calls to parents or emails or texts to confirm this. Hey, if your kid is going back on Monday, they're absolutely going to have to get tested. You need to sign this form. I've made those phone calls, so I know that is the way it's supposed to be done. Parents just, now they want to complain, oh, my kid's going to get tested. Yeah, I'm sorry, it is. If you don't want your kid to go back to school, you could go homeschooling for the rest of the year. That's fine. Yeah. Nobody's going to argue with you. That's your priority. But don't put it on the school now. You knew the school was going to test. They said it all over the news. In order for us to open up schools, we need to get tested. That's also for my health. I don't know where your kids are, especially when they get older, 12-year-olds, 15-year-olds. They're out there in the streets. They're playing basketball, hanging out with their friends, with the kids in the mall. I'm an adult. I got two kids at home and a wife. So I don't want my family to get sick. You guys need to get tested. You don't want to wear a mask? You want to go play basketball and then go eat a sandwich and shit, ices and all that? Okay, that's good. Test you, that's all. And if you come out, positive, hopefully you don't get that sick and you do your precautions and all that stuff. But don't bring it to the school where I'm trying to work at and make a living. That's all it's about. Teachers are scared too. Teachers have kids. Teachers have grandparents. They live with their dads or stuff like that. They're 26 years old. They just, got out of college. They don't want to get sick because they don't know what you're doing on the weekend. You're going to your aunt's party with 25 people, hanging out because it's your family. You don't know what's going on. So we have to take precautions. So that answered that question. Hopefully I did. What about you, Adrian? What's your stress?
The virtual school.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
I'd rather have my teacher in front of me.
It's always nice to have someone live. Yeah. And I also think that in the internet is not the best.
Yeah, and then you can't
there's
talk.
a bunch of technical difficulties.
Yeah, people are not used to that. Everything is on the internet. What about if you don't have money to pay for cable because your mom and dad lost a job?
Yeah.
How are you guys gonna get on the internet to do school? It's tough. It's really tough. I'm gonna let you know. My cable bill the other day was gonna get cut off. It was over $500. Yes, I had to pay $500 to make sure that everything was still on and all that. So it's a lot. I had to sometimes you can't pay a bill on time, and that's where I was at. So it's the reality that the stuff that parents are dealing with. What else is going on, guys? This is real talk right here.
When you were saying it, like when you was hanging out with your friends and stuff, and you don't have the mask on when you go into stores, it makes no sense to make a fuss out of putting your mask on if it's mandatory. You're disrespecting people. You're disrespecting people by going into the store without a mask. I know you don't want to wear it, but it's for safety, and if they say they want you to put it on, just put it on. There's really nothing to do. It's just a mask.
Unfortunately, in America, since we have so many liberties, people think that we could say whatever we want to say and I'm gonna sue you for everything and all that stuff. We have all these liberties. People also think that you can't force me to wear a mask.
You can't.
But you know what? I'm gonna give you a perfect example. When you get in a car, you wear a seatbelt, right? Mm-hmm. We're forcing you to wear a seatbelt. The government is forcing you to wear a seatbelt. They're telling you if you don't wear a seatbelt, you're going to get a ticket. Hopefully, you'll get a ticket before you die. Because you could be in an accident and die. So we're forcing you to wear a seatbelt. So when people say, oh, you can't force me to do something, we force you all the time. When the light turns red, we force you to stop. Okay? If you want to go and get hit by a truck, oh, that light was red. Sorry, he crossed the street. I'm sorry, may he rest in peace. No one told him to cross the street on the red. We're forcing you to do these things. Yeah. We force you to do your taxes. If you don't do your taxes, okay, you may get away with it. 6 months later, a year later, they freeze all your bank accounts. You have no money. So the government is already involved in your life. It already forces you to do a lot of things. So don't get out your mind that people force you. That's when people say, oh, they're tracking me. Yes. You have a phone? You have a phone, you're being tracked. That's it. You have a phone, you are being tracked. The government knows where you at. I mean, your girl may know too, and your spouse when you're trying to hide from them. But the truth is, you're being tracked. Have you ever looked in your phone, or you say something and your phone is around, and all of a sudden an ad comes out on your phone? Like let's say right now we're talking, right? And I say, yo, the PlayStation 5 and all that. I don't look for the PlayStation 5. I go on my phone, I go on Facebook, I got 5 ads that say PlayStation 5.
That happened to me. I was on YouTube and I just wanted to watch Harry Potter. So I went to YouTube, I searched up Harry Potter, I watched a nice scene of it. Then I went to TikTok and then a bunch of Harry Potter TikToks just came up.
Okay, so that's like a search engine. It's following what you're saying and the things that you view, and it's technically following you.
That happened to me too before.
That's doing constantly. So get out your mind that people are not following you or telling you what to do. They actually are. The government is involved in your every life as it is. So, and once you get that out of your mind, then you could worry about these little things. Oh, I have to wear a mask. Yes, you do. Please don't wear it for yourself. Wear it for me. I don't care if you like yourself, but please do it for me, because I don't want to get sick. That's what you could tell somebody. Use that line. What else? What else is going on? I like this time. I like this podcast.
Well,
talking to the microphone. What are you talking to me for?
I was gonna say something. That.
Come on, don't be.
About, like, when
focus, guy, focus.
When you go to school in person, that you do stuff that you can't do online. Like, you interact with your teachers fully. You don't have to be muted the whole time. So if you really need help, you can actually raise your hand and they will actually see you.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a quick question. When you homeschooling, where are you doing it from? Your bedroom or table?
My bedroom.
Okay, what about you?
Sometimes I do it from my bedroom. Sometimes I do it from my dining table.
Adrian, what about you?
I have my own desk.
Okay. So Adrian's probably the only one that's doing it correctly. He's doing it on his own desk.
I got it on my own desk too.
Okay, but you're doing it from your bedroom. You may be sitting down in your bed doing it. What about, are you guys actually getting dressed to go to school?
I just put a shirt on and shorts.
Okay, yep. Shirt and shorts. Are you putting on like...
I put these clothes on.
Okay, so you put that clothes on. So say, what about you, Adrian?
I just put a sweater.
Okay, you know what my daughter does? Full uniform.
What?
Full uniform. What? Shirt, tie, skirt, and her hair back. Full uniform, like if she was in school. She may not put on her shoes, but everything else is full uniform. So it all depends on what you bring to it and how the teachers are interacting with you. If you're forced to do these things, then you're going to sit there correctly. You're not going to slouch and stuff like that. So it's a lot of things that affect it. It's tough, man, but it's a tough time. So I do appreciate how open you guys are, and thank you very much for this podcast. It was definitely educational, and I hope that what I said, stirs something up in your brain, because I'm going through these things with you. All right, guys, say goodbye, and I appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Simple buys.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Check.
And we're out of here.